Paul von Erdmann. Stuff.
Yeah, that's a nice name. I mean,
and another one. Second time this happens. Poor guy has a bit of a problem, seems to be, with those smokes, but forgivable. Maybe a little bit nervous. I wouldn't even understand. If Letney wouldn't have that great positioning, I would have been a little bit worried there.
Yeah, especially Otto. I mean, just getting 3 kills in like 4 seconds was very.
To watch this actually. It looks like Hero's going to go down. Nice use of the enchant to slow down Yo.
Hunter, by the way, finishing off the relegation to the Mountain Dew League with a 1.3 rating over 9 maps.
Yeah. Would you say Perks, his real name, is the best name so far in the UML?
Oh, most definitely. Paul von Erdmannsdorf. He could also play in Inglourious Bastards with that name.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I would like to be called Paul von Erdmannsdorf. Very honestly, not even kidding. But first of all, Letney doing a major mistake with that. They even make it to the site to line up of the spray. It somewhat worked, but Jesus Christ. We're not even in for too long. 6-1 lead. Ocalicious and Co. They come up with those AKs at that point in time. Surely somewhat helpful, but, you know.
Yeah, now we have the next equip round. No up on death run. It looks like they're trying to go for mid control. Ocalicious already losing his life to Nexa. Oh, and look at the mid aggression from Valiance.
Oh. It's not really going in the right direction. Did Otto be spotted there? Yes, but Arno can't hit the head properly.
And now it's a 3v3. They pick up the bomb. They could go to B. They still also could go to A. I mean, they know that Nexa played a little bit aggressive towards A slope, so that's why they're probably expecting someone to maybe already be close by. Just keep on sneaking. Try to play close to each other so they can trade the kill if Nexa is still somewhere close by.
You know what I hope?
What?
What I want to see? This is right now the moment where Valiance could demonstrate their force. This is a game where I see an Esperanto or a Nexa going like, they put their baseball bat out of the trunk of their BMW, you know, and say no time for fooling around.
After you go.
Those are those are Serbian streets you're entering. Oh, the spray. Nexa just left, right, and center. Those bullets not hitting its actual target. And Sia might come around. Connector is still a position that belongs to Otto. He sees a bit of him. Can't make the second one work. And together, in unity, they're shooting the big machine gun. But Sia... Well, Sia. Round number 7 goes to Valiance. Knife in the air will most definitely help.
Ah, okay. I was just wondering why he took so much time. At first I thought maybe he's just playing the long game, maybe expecting them to not have a defuse kit. Maybe his teammate told him like, hey, they need 10 seconds, so probably they will fake it. But then they probably communicated, well, the bomb is not really planted for you, so you could just save the AK, yeah.
Funny that they planned it that way and not utilize the smoke for like a plan towards short or open.
Yeah. I mean, and they had the control to plan for short.
Yeah, they had the control. That was a little bit right, but I mean, especially for a team, you know, Euronics, before they had this lineup, they didn't look good in the UML. That won't change right now. So I think the best for them is right now to really get a lot of experience out of this. And if you don't learn a lot from playing against Valiance, then I don't know what's the best, you know, playground. But it looks a little disgusting right now. Euronics gets it somewhat right done. And Esperanto, the man who's always very cocky, is going to come around from CT. Sneaky and steady, the Lithuanian gets his feet on the ground of the A site. But will he dominate and get the half secured? They miss each other by a millisecond. And SP directly knows. He exactly knows what's happening. He got his radar on. But Sia does the right move. As he still waits. Still waits.
Oh,
it's unbelievable what he knows. It's unbelievable what kind of sense he has. And he will get on the site. SP comes around. Tap, tap. I'm out of this.
But just to add to your point maybe about Euronics taking just a chance to play on this level.
Right.
When you're completely right, and especially, I mean, I hope that they don't take it... I mean, they don't feel too bad if they lose against Valiance, let's say 16-3 or 16-4.
You shouldn't be ashamed of that at all.
Because I mean, many teams who are even in the HLTV top 30 who lost 16-3 or
Existence Galaxy.
Yeah.
Best example, just one day ago.
Or even I think Vitality lost to Valiance on a map very dominantly. So there are many teams who can get just destroyed by them. So
see it like that. They're in the minor right now.
Yeah.
Which already means something if you're in the European minor.
Yeah.
Not like an A or Asia. This is the European minor. And Nexa. The guy's got armor and everything. But spray control, aim map. Good to go. Looking nice. Looking beautiful.
Terrorists win.
What else to expect, really? But we got a pause. We got a big pause coming, all right?
You know what would be nice? Maybe...
What would be nice?
For a second season, if you have like a little longer break, like a technical pause, and for example, now we have a Serbian team playing. We just play some classic German or Serbian music. So like what's popular for Germany? I mean like Schlagermusik.
Helene Fischer?
Or
yeah.
What's his
Herbert
name?
Grönemeyer.
No. Like the guy who's just really hot now, who has just some hits. Gabalier?
Andreas Gabalier.
Yeah.
He's Austrian.
Oh.
Get away with this trash. I really, really dislike Andreas Gabalier. I really got to be honest with you. Because they all find him attractive, but he just looks like a peasant from a 500 population village somewhere in Austria up on the mountain where a cow is your best friend.
But I have some great ideas for Serbian music we could play.
Yeah, of course you got some. This is like I had back when in my semester abroad we had a subject called intercultural communication.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that. Well, Nexa going a little cocky and aggressive. Nobody from top mid even supports him.
Yeah.
And that's the worst. Where's the communication? Where are they coming together? Not at all. And Okalicious, once more, fully on his own. And he should be down and over. Valiance make the big money. They make the big bread. Not just a little white loaf. No, it's the big one they get. The baguette, if that would be somewhat of a Serbian thing.
Not really.
Of course not. I wouldn't expect that.
And I was just thinking about German teams and their playstyle, maybe international teams. Because what most German teams struggle against are maybe teams who play very aggressive, who always go for a peak. Because when you play in a German league, you most of the time you have opponents who also play a very structural playstyle, who don't over-peak, who always play it safe. But if you just play one season in CMA, you just get crushed like this. It's just pushing and pushing.
You know what's the real boot camp, though?
What?
German Pro League, Division 3. It's torture. I heard before it got a public thing, it was actually used in Guantanamo.
Yeah.
So it told me like the German Pro League tactics.
But I think it was banned.
Right, it was banned by the
American government.
Yeah, right. They said it's a violation of human rights.
Exactly. Waterboarding and playing GPL for division.
Yeah. I remember that discussion. Hillary Clinton had a long speech about that. Donald Trump said, "We're going to bring back German Pro League to Guantanamo." If you don't believe me, he said that. Google it. Yeah. Well, for the moment, it more likely looks that Valiance has this under their belt 100%. There's no way they're giving this away, though we have a man-equalized situation. And even if this round goes to their opponent, goes to them, it still doesn't look that great. See it, full control they got. Defrin still wants to keep up. That doesn't look too good though. They'll try. Defran with 1 HP. If he clutches that, it would be beautiful to see to finally get that one done. And he goes for Letney. Otto Wade's back on the ticket booth. And Op versus Op. Defrin, a single bullet, and this one is over and done. But he knows it. And he pops him away with the pistol. So close. Nice try from that front, really, but of course that couldn't really work out.
Yeah, it doesn't look too promising for Euronics. But that's the thing. They probably feel like really comfortable on Mirage, but it's also the best map of Valiance, so...
You know, the only thing I really hope is that they have fun. That's really the thing I hope for Euronics, that they get something of it. Of course...
Yeah, just learn some little lessons for your own team.
100%. I wouldn't say differently.
Yeah, I don't know what lessons definitely should learn after this headshot. Just don't play against Valiance.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Exit the server once that happens. But really, Valiance is one of those teams you saw somewhat developing, because when they joined the UML, they got the first time their international roster, and sometimes they looked a little shaky from now and then. Yeah, good in general, but shaky from now and then.
We had an interview with Nexa, who was just talking about how it's still not 100% where they are at this point.
Right.
And just switching languages also for Letney was a little bit hard in the beginning.
Letney right now, see the first hit, they're nearly lining up. So unfortunate, even a third he's getting. A triple done with ease. 13-1 is as expected. Maybe we can take a look at the live odds for map number 1.
Probably they are too big to fit on the screen. Probably the number is just too high.
Right. Mathematicians couldn't figure that.
That's probably not the number big enough to be shown, like the infinity sign. Just.
Everyone's trying their best on the side. Nexa logically got the control from Underwood, and as they're all approaching, a 3 versus 3 is somewhat possible. It's not nice, it's not fun, especially as right now Aspie is coming behind to flank, picks up the pistol, and could take down another with him, as those 6 HP should not allow him to get much more. But as I say, it's P250, 6 points of health.
Yeah, there you go. 14-1.
Which round was it they won? The second? The first buy round, wasn't it?
The first buy round, yeah,
First buy
it
round.
looked quite promising. I mean, they played it very safe. I mean, used all the utility. Always made the right decision.
Right.
Just play together. But in the end, it looked like Valiance, they just started playing a little bit more aggressive. Because we've already, I mean, we heard an interview of with Nexa when we asked them why they have sometimes problems against weaker opponents.
Right.
Because maybe they don't play too cocky, because they want to play it too safe, too structured, instead of just playing just with the strength they're aiming. Yeah, like this, for example. Just rush B, let Hunter go first. Idemo, Nemanja.
Idemo, and as he comes also into kitchen, goes further. The Glock is too accurate, uses it like a USPS, but Defrin and Arno somehow make it look easy, but not once Hunter and Otto step in properly. But let's see what Arno can do. Not much. (15-1). And Otto, the king.
King Otto, yeah.
Of the SG. King Otto the 8? No. Oh, for a second.
Yeah.
You hooked me up with that. Well, nevertheless, Arcalicious whips the first few, but Sia is there. It comes around. Will this be the second one for Euronics? Will they have the opportunity to at least make the score look a little bit more balanced? Once more, actually mentioning, this is their map pick. And as I say, Defrin, he got it going. But Hunter is going to say, guys, B-side is clear. He called with his alt Nokia 6630.
Yeah, but will they look towards Defrin? Because short is not clear yet.
That's a thing.
And they,
I think they do. Yeah. And they realize it. Letney, though, is tagged. The bomb needs to be finally planted. And Hunter's not looking too good HP-wise. They still got Otto, who could really defend this one so well if he has somehow Arno on his radar. Yes, he does. That's a lot of damage. And 30 and 5 HP, well, they're not making it look too good. As they're trying to somehow figure a way. I got a bad feeling about this. But he sees the head, taps him away. And there it goes. Letney with nothing else than the triple. 15-5, 23-6. All of them just feeling way too comfortable. And this is something I really have to say you don't need to be ashamed about as Euronics.
Yeah, of course. Just take it as a practice. I mean, you learn maybe some lessons, maybe how to, what you need to take a look at when you're playing mid-control against a team who's maybe playing a little bit more aggressive,
right,
who doesn't play it always safe like most German teams. And I mean, there were many rounds which there was a slight chance for Euronics winning. So this could have been, maybe they could have gotten like, they could have won like 16-5 against Valiance if they got lucky.
Something more.
But yeah, at least I mean,
it's all right.
To be like 5
really,
rounds.
Exactly. You don't really need to worry about too much. Well, Nuke's coming up next, and Valiance should once more dominate on that one. If they'll do so, we'll take a look at that in just a second. Welcome back to the United Matches League. Well, we got Serbian Slaughterhouse and German meat is up for sale.
Yeah,
time.
they're making some nice juicy chivapis out of those Germans. Yeah,
it's very good chivapa they have made there. 16-1 on Mirage, which was their Euronics map pick. That tells us somewhat of a story. But Nuke up next should definitely favor Valiance. We don't even need to discuss that.
Yeah, and that's why we should probably just go right into the game.
That's what we're doing. You said it beautiful.
So now, come on, tell me how many rounds you think.
No, I will
get.
not do this.
Just rounds. How many rounds? Not if they will win or lose.
How many rounds do Euronics get?
Yeah. I'll say...
Three rounds.
Oh, that's a good guess.
I think that's fair.
Oh, look at Nexa.
It's classic. Just goes in. Says hi. How are you doing? Plays around.
I mean, that's what you probably call outplayed. 3 people trying to push him and somehow...
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, and so in the end he ends up in the vent. And 3 people just asking themselves, okay, so...
He's breakdancing around them like, what you want to do? Can't do anything about it. Nexa sees his team at SP dying. And they keep on taking the same duels, which... not really benefits them at all because, well, it comes down to Otto himself and he's trapped. The man could buy some time. Yes, he does buy some time. But the defuse should work out, shouldn't it?
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
No kit. And now he definitely found a kit on one of his dead teammates, but way too late. And not even the first round they will get. And this could have been maybe... just a little better start for them, on at least winning the pistol, maybe winning the second, getting a little bit of confidence. It's a shutdown. I'm also not quite sure how... I mean, how often Euronics with this lineup plays Nuke, because the old Euronics... they played Nuke for quite some time.
Yeah, and I mean, Oculicious and Defran trying. Not much more to happen. But let's be real. I mean, Defran... Here's the ladder. It seems like one of those pranks. Like another of those pranks. What I would really like to know, which unfortunately we didn't cover up in the interview, just thought about that. What kind of role does Emmy actually have?
Ah, yeah.
The coach of Valiance.
Yeah. Who used to be a player for a long time.
He used to be a player for quite some time. I mean, also in the Binary Dragon sides, if I'm not totally wrong. But still, like, he retired to some sense. And then I would like to know, like...
if he's a more or less a mental coach or
exactly.
Maybe helping out with the tactical approach.
Yes.
I'd also like to have maybe someday an interview with Barbar.
I really hope so. That's one of the most interesting. But we got to do tomorrow.
Ah, very interesting. Nice.
Yeah. So, if you missed it, we didn't talk about that. Tomorrow, because the Germans should be watching right now, we got an interview with the brand new Euronics.
Yep.
With the brand new alternate attacks roster.
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to say.
And he's, I think, a very cool guy.
Yeah, he's...
very talkative.
Probably speaks English.
Yeah.
I guess. But right now, smoke pops, you're instantly dead. It's the SP Magic Show, and the SP Magic Show only comes to 2 frags. But there you go. Not so brilliant, not so good. So Sia and Defran, I mean, saving those weapons in AUK, $3,150, in AUP, $4,750. Makes a lot of sense to bring those both home. Try next round. Valiance is just keep on dominating and keep on dominating. And especially it gets a little bit ugly if you consider that Valiance gets 13 rounds on a T site, and this is when it's done. I mean, this is when it's done already, if you ask me. But I think that would be a little bit too far stretched to call that right now. So, The tendency is there.
Yep. And what will be maybe interesting to see, I mean, on part of alternate, because only 2 players of the current lineup played full time before. Stefan?
Alternate.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
And Cressy.
Yeah. Well, that front. Somewhat of an aggressive approach. At least Sia could try to utilize in that. Finds the first, instantly punished though by Nexa. And how do you play that one out? You got a player more on the battlefield. Could use that. MP9 close range. Perfect tool. B side somewhat covered. So they go. A site is the target for the moment. Only Arno to really hold them up. Next I should see a piece of his body. No, he misses him by a second. And then the timing is so unfortunate. Otto on his own. Molly is somewhat nice. But there, got no chance. There's the first. Finally, Euronics. Got clearance.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, you predicted 3 rounds? Yeah, I think you said 3 rounds for Euronics. So 1 done, 2 to go. But Valiance, they changed up the pace. Hunter already down the vents. They should know that someone could be down vents.
Look where Hunter already arrived.
Yeah.
It took the express train to be.
And I don't think they're even looking at it.
No.
Does he see him? No.
No, this is unbelievable. Hunter is the real Hunter, sneaking up to its prey. He sees one of his teammates die, but they got all the players they needed. And stealth agent Nemanja Kovac is coming in from behind.
Gonna pop flash and try to create some chaos, but maybe some miscommunication again. I'm not quite sure. It's 1 more force by X7 perks, 1 M4 on Alcolicious, and just 3 pistols on the rest of the team. And are taking outside control. SB seeing the first, but Valley doing some damage, and now just Valley they continue to go towards the upper A side. They have outside control completely. I mean, now you see 2 players just wrapping around on the A side. The only problem is they don't have any control of just the little room in front of the hut. So the question is, will they go try to maybe split up the A side? Because you can see Nexa waiting for his teammates to get the rotation going. And then there could be Nexa's show. He finds the right timing. Ah, but look at that run.
All out for another falls. Letney comes in. Ah, should have got the double. Still not making that.
Ooh, okay.
There we go. Oh, Euronics, you're at it. I like that. More, please, more.
Yeah, but now it's auto finding that run. There's the opening kill. Akalish at least able to trade out that kill. And Perks. Finally Perks.
The
finding a kill. It's getting hot outside.
German winters are cold, but they send the heat for free to Valiance. SP, definitely not an easy situation, but he exactly knows where to aim at. Arno can't stand a chance.
Oh, the timing.
Hunter's there. As you say, in time. Arcolicious and Sia. Well, seems like this could be a very soon Sia for the side of Euronics. He saw the head. But you gotta stay a little patient about that. Bomb's gonna go down. Door's gonna open up. And it's all Arcolicious. You see what they can do with this. So he opens the door. A few angles to check. The Hunter has a nice positioning once that happens, as he stays super passive, though is forced out due to the molly. Can't stand a chance, but Esperanto loses the duel against Sia, and that is somewhat surprising. 3 to 4. They're getting to it.
Yeah, and now things get interesting because, I mean, you were expecting 3 rounds overall for Euronics, but now, is there already a 1 eco round for Valiance? Yeah, they're playing it safe, just going for some pistols, some utility also, and some Kevlars and helmets, and SB. He has only 1 mission. Wants those Deagle headshots.
And the Mullen to Perk's not really helping it. They go in with the Deagles. Nexus already through. Arcolicious not realizing what's actually happening. Letney leading the charge. The B side extremely vulnerable at the moment as Otto hits when had to be hit. Outside. That belongs to him. Hunter waited in the vents. And this is a round where you don't want to collapse as Euronics, especially this one. Your opponent only comes up with pistols. Rushes extremely aggressively. Aspie now flanking from behind on the ramp, and he will kill the only one. Actually the only 2 as he hits the first headshot. He goes for the first. But Aspie, no! Didn't he see the guy on the right side? It felt like it, but Letney now all on his own. The tie. It seems so inevitable. And they got the kit. This is going to work out. It doesn't.
No.
Such a simple mistake. And both are even dying. That's only Sia, it doesn't even matter. Coordination, communication, all went downhill at one point.
That's just brutal.
That's not even brutal, it's abysmal. It's unfortunate as well.
And we saw it now, just wait for 1 second, then he was not quite sure if he just should stick it, because he thought for 1 second like, I still have the time, yeah. Yep. And then he realized, I probably won't make it.
Hey, you go for it.
Yeah.
You got the kit, right?
Yeah, and Sia not fighting the bomb instantly. That's a round you hate to lose.
Oh, most definitely.
Because they have been playing quite well the last few rounds. I mean, they won 2 rounds in a row, I think. This could have been the 3rd. Even this could have been a round where maybe Valiance would have struggled economically a little bit, but now it doesn't look too good for them. And Euronics, they will go for eco, I suppose, or will they? They won't, it seems like. At least Akolicious going all the way in. Same goes for Defrin, and now his teammates also arrive at the conclusion they need to force. And this could be, I mean, it will be interesting to see if Euronics maybe just struggles now mentally after such a round for a young team. You feel like you have a chance, you're fighting back, and then you lose a round. You already won, so it's
well said. Well said, because I mean, the worst about all of this is It's not really that satisfying for the Euronics what they have in the armory right now, what they got in their hands as weapons. And besides all of that, if they lose this, they're pretty much broke. And then it will be a 6-3. Valiance can start running away. Valiance can start getting that momentum.
Yep. Then also CT economy comes in, I mean...
Look how fast they are. Every single time. Every single time. And they just come left, right, and center. 3 players pushing. And it's one of the easiest tasks right now for Valiance. Not even one they lose. Money they make, big time.
But what I will give Euronics is that they're really trying something different. Because now they realize, okay, if you just play it safe with those weapons, I don't think we stand a chance. So they're trying to play cocky. I mean, they just tried to push towards... From hut and also from ramp at the same time. Maybe hitting the right timing. Maybe surprising Valiance, who don't expect Euronics at this point to play so aggressive, but
they alternate. They alternate their playstyle.
And they attacks. With this aggressive play.
I mean...
I tried my best. I'm sorry.
Euronics attacks.
Yeah, Otto just really trying his best with that SG spray.
But as you see, one after another falls. I mean, the 7-3. Money coming in big time. 10k onto Hunter.
Yep.
8k onto Nixon. They don't even need to worry at that point really anymore. And the worst to see, we got no kit for Euronics. Utility is going to be there. And Otto just pushes through, taps away one. Burks is using his high ground. But hardly they can bring anything to the table. Though we still have a man equalized situation. The bomb will instantly go out. 25 seconds were in the round. And Esperanto got the control. The bomb is planted totally in their favor. And how cocky will SP be about this? It's a very calm play. It's exactly what they need. So now we're coming. Seems like they're not are going to. Save. Go home. That's all you want. That's all you need. And you realize all looking good. There they go. SP once more going ham, finding SP. Excuse me, finding Alcolicious in the end. And maybe this is right now where they collapse. This is right now where they fully collapse. Like hardly standing a chance. And over and over and over again, they go more and more.
At least they find one more player, but yeah, look at Otto. There's nothing they can do.
Bomb has been planted.
This is so insane.
It's unbelievable. They got those rounds where they just instantly hit all their headshots. Yeah. Every single one.
I mean, Arno even had an advantage. He was just waiting for him to peek.
Right.
And there's still no chance.
Of course not. And I mean, this clearance, finally somewhat getting anything more. It would be so great. At least a flying Mexican that comes his way, but besides that,
And Euronics, they're forcing or buying once more. I mean, it's a quite decent buy. Perks going for the exam, which makes sense. He's always playing close somewhere at the hut. Definitely getting flashed by his teammate, not quite sure why. Maybe just to lighten up the mood.
Lighten up the mood?
Yeah, so like next to it with the team.
Yeah. I was more likely interested by the wordplay you got there. To lighten up the mood? Because it gets brighter? You probably didn't even intend that, did you?
Of course I did.
See, going for more and more, Valiance will most likely pick up a... You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to pick up a 12-3 half.
Yeah, they probably will.
I don't know what we're talking about. Right now, accuser got a clip a few days ago. He posted it.
Yeah.
And a few days ago, he showed us how Expert should have won a round, right?
Yep.
When was it? Can you identify the date?
Yeah.
7th of January.
Yeah.
7th of January. He posted a clip.
It was just Euronics just come back into the game. It looked like Euronics Expert, like they...
Yeah.
That's it. They will win this round for sure. And you got a little bit cocky because for a long time you realized you shouldn't probably stop jinxing things. And you felt like, I haven't jinxed anything in a long time. So I'll just say, Expert will win this round. Will even win this match. And just 5 seconds later, Expert lost an equal round against an equal round.
It's like the Curb Your Meme music. Well, there we got 10-3. Hardly anything great comes out for Euronics at the moment.
You know who won't be there tomorrow?
You.
Yeah. Because I will see Bill Burr live.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, of course, you don't know Pinky the Brain, you don't know Bill Burr, you don't know Pokemon, you don't know anything. I don't even know on which planet you are living. But maybe it's due to the German internet, I will give you that.
It's a bad one.
The internet is just too bad to be up to date. What's up?
Well, Defred right now, trying to be up to date with his Deagle plays. Blinded Auto still finds him magically. And so see an Oculicious M4 and ZZ75 might just get some damage done, but it doesn't look good.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
3-11. 3-11.
And I think what we have also seen, I mean, where Wizards, where Euronics is struggling a little bit, that they are not really able, if they get, let's say, an entry frag or the first frag, they instantly get traded. Because it's just so hard against a team who has such strong aiming to not get traded instantly. And even if they find the frag, 1 second later, it's a 4v4.
Right.
For the next frag, it's a 3v3. Or if they just even not just feeling well, they're just getting crushed. I mean, Hunter just walking onto the upper side like it's nothing.
And we see that front rotating over, realizing that, well, outside is not the position where they most likely are coming from, and therefore Arno will use a main.
I can feel Euronics already sweating in this round.
They most likely do sweat. It gets a little dangerous, but AWP, M4, AWK, all quite viable tools to shut down Valiance. And Arno got information, could pick up a double, and it seems like Nexa, you heard that AWP scope, back from the changing rooms. But it doesn't change the fact that the op is not really his threat. It's the bomb out in the open. He needs to retrieve. He needs to grab. Most players are all somewhat split up. So he's not going to find anything for the moment. But up on heaven. The op whiffs its shots. Flashbang is coming. They know where Nexa stands. They identified him. He's running out of time.
There we go. Euronics do not finish the half with only 3 rounds, as you predicted multiple times. It's 4 rounds for Euronics. I repeat, it's 4 rounds for Euronics. Not 3. 4.
I don't know anymore, dude. I didn't mean it that way. $11-4. And Valiance, the CT side of Nexa, is more relevant than ever. Oh, he taps away another one for the body of one of his opponents, but it's not even that exciting. It's just happened in a matter of seconds. They got the entire control. SP, no. He's gonna take out his knife. And he wants Arno. He wants German blood on it. He still doesn't see him. Takes out the Karambit. And stabs him down to the ground as it was so unnecessary.
I disagree.
Of course you do.
Because you know why? There needs to be like a side challenge for some of the top players of the UML.
We had that, yeah.
Who has the most knife kills. Because Ships, he's going crazy with those knife kills. And I told him that he shouldn't disappoint me in the second half of the UML because he's leading the chart. And I think, and I quote, Ships, it's not even gonna be close.
Cocky. Very cocky from him,
yeah,
to say that. I don't think, though, it's cocky to say that Valiance should have this one in the bag. 13-4 buy, and the follow-up will be somewhat average due to the reason that it couldn't get too many kills, and so what? So utility here and there exists, yes, but it still doesn't change the matter of fact that...
Yeah, that's probably going to be hard for Valiance to close out this map. I mean, Euronics, they have a very strong B side, and
Why are you like that?
I'm just optimistic. I'm trying to to make something happen. Maybe if I just create my own facts, maybe it will become true. Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Will it be eventually, though? We'll always see about that. He starts his spray. Damage dealt through the smoke. He surely had that timing just for himself. But take a look at that. The control of Nuke just belongs in the hands of Valiance. Take a look. They're coming. They're trying. They will see nothing else. And Perks even kills his teammate Akalish. At least a double he picks up. Not quite sure why he changed AK. Maybe ammunition, but...
Yeah, probably.
Alright. Wish granted. The silence. The vents that are so loud. The air whistling around the power plant. That's so dangerous at the same time. Well, as dangerous as it might be. Doesn't look too good. SP can hold him up, and SP with that one, which is somewhat surprising when we talk Esperanto, and this is very smart. But is Letney being heard?
Bomb has been planted.
Door will open? Or will it? That's a question. Euronics got a really good chance in defending that, though. Letney now make the noise of those doors opening. They build a crossfire. And he might just use the high ground. Does he check the right corner? Because it will end unfortunate for Letney. Right downside, he does not look at it. He's too low to survive. And Euronics get the 5th. Valiance can pick that one up. Though they had a good advantage on their side. Still not bringing it home.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that Euronics is also able to win a clutch. Probably most people thought they would never win. I mean, 2v4 or 2v3 it was at one point. At least 5 rounds, and I mean 5 rounds. Something you can not work with, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. 5 rounds on Nuke against Valiance. As a team like Euronics, even maybe gaining the 6th round, and especially take a look at the money from Valiance. It looked for a moment like Otto could be the changing factor. Oh, SB. But 2 is not enough.
Next up. It's not impossible. Still quite difficult to now get the control back. He starts off good with the FAMAS. 46 points of health. As the players are coming around, Perks will take an aggressive approach, and Nexa even finds him. This is right now 100% awareness. He was stepping quite loudly, so nothing else had to be expected at that point. And take a look at that buy. Euronics tries to put really everything into this. But if they will be nipped in the bud, we're going to see that in just a second as well. Those bullets go in the right direction, but Hunter takes his damage, and Aspie, no, this is way too cocky, and this is the Aspiranta we know, but that's the Aspiranta that has to be punished in the end. And take a look at that. They're somewhat collapsing. Hunter must have the idea, has the idea, picks him up in the end. You had a dream. You had a really big dream.
The German dream, yeah. But it doesn't feel like it, although, I mean, it was Perks that delicious the previous round who won the clutch, but now it's only a 1v2. He has the bomb, he has a little bit of time left. But will he find the right timing? Both players just holding their angles, and Oculicious, he'll walk into the crosser of Nexa. No chance.
That's beautiful. And I mean, you love to see it, don't you? (15-5). Valiance got an easy task up out of them. They fought so hard, really, and that's what you really got to give Euronics.
Yeah.
5 rounds on Valiant's map pick is somewhat respectable, really. And this is where you really gotta say. First match under the new banner still look quite alright, and Arno will look what he can even more get, but a tap. Single tap from Nemanja Isakovic that finished it off. 16-5, 16-1. Definitely well-deserved 3 points, and this does not only mean it's another victory for the side of Valiance, it's now them being on top of the standings. 26 points, just overtook Red Reserve, who are now even struggling with the roster. So they might just have a comfortable first place for a while now.
What Red Reserve will do now with losing 2 players.
Right.
But maybe taking a look on Valiance, they got crushed. It's what probably most and they themselves expected. So it's nothing to worry about. Just continue playing learn from experience.
Exactly.
You're having a UML and you're fine.
And I mean, that's what you got to say. You know, Euronics picked up the second division German team.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing you really got to have for them is respect.
Yeah.
With everything being said, sure, they didn't play that great. But we're talking about worlds that are separating. And everybody's like, oh, bad Euronics, how could they play so bad? It is just a very obvious difference. It is young, not so experienced players that are right now competing against a EU minor team.
Yeah.
Like, come on, give them some space.
Exactly. I mean, they did quite well on Nuke. 5 rounds is something you can work with. I mean, also in the first there were some close rounds, so there's room to breathe and room to work. I mean, you can learn from those mistakes, and that's all you want probably on a set of Euronics.
I mean, many teams have struggled. Before in 2018, we had alternate attacks losing 16-1 on Nuke, if you remember about that. Even worse, you have to say. So I think, in the future we'll see Euronics somehow increase. Yeah. They're hungry. They're most definitely hungry to now make a change, to now make something good happening. And fresh blood that brings something to the table. We'll see about this. We'll take a longer break. You'll be updated. We're having a match at 9 p.m. Central European time coming back for you, which will be Expert versus Bex. So the German fans will probably tune in. Till then, we're going to see you guys later.
Sie haben eine Big Box bestellt?
Fatih, wer war das?
Das war irgend so ein hässlicher Typ, Mann. Riesengroß war der auch.
Hässlicher Typ? Ich mag keine hässlichen Typen.
Ich auch nicht, ey.
Was ist denn das?
Ich glaube, das ist so eine Big Box bei runtime.gg. Vielleicht sollten wir das Unboxing-Video machen. Lieber nicht, ne?
As a leader in advanced PC technology, AMD supercharges the next major milestone in delivering smooth gameplay with 8K, HDR, and Radeon FreeSync 2 display support. 8K resolution delivers the next level of realism to gaming visuals, bringing to life 16 times the number of pixels of 1080p. HDR delivers seemingly lifelike scenes with darker darks and lighter lights, taking gameplay image quality to the next level. FreeSync 2 technology delivers low latency HDR and low frame rate compensation for smooth, stutter-free gaming. Unlock a brilliant gaming experience with Radeon graphics, powered by Radeon software.
Really, really good at that.
Yeah.
And in general, what I want to see again, I think that can work really, really good on this map, is how they perform with support. Mirage was beautifully done.
Yeah.
Really, so many tiny little details where you saw a Percy throwing really good flashbangs. Same with supporting NATO with the frags on the A side as a defender. I might see something like this again here in Cash.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Cash is in a very similar to Mirage in the way you can provide team flashes, you can make something happen, especially on the city side. So I hope Sprout will show us the team play again.
Well, if that team play will exist, we're going to see it right now here on Cash. Starting things off with Sprout on that CT site. Dennis having the kit. Speedy, Fallon, Percy, and NATO carrying around the armor. And LDLC quite scattered around the map.
They're playing a double on the A side. I mean, there's a early B aggression from Spitty, getting pushed back. But the interesting thing is on A side, we see both players on quad, which seems not, at first not so smart of them because it's a close range against USPs. But I think the plan is Percy's searching the duels. Maybe even if he dies, they won't expect Faven to have a second player right there on quad. And there's the A hit, but the Molotov comes perfectly.
And there he comes. There you see once more the support flash coming right in from Dennis. He used those. Percy can make those shots count, but it's going to be Dennis, the man who doesn't even have armor onto himself. Then finding a few more on the side. Bomb is not carried around by any LDLC player. Needs to check all the corners. Oh, that was Dennis whiffing a very crucial one. It is Speedy and Nate, so need to see what they're actually able to capitalize out of that. I'm not sure if they expect Speedy, but it's too silent around the map. This is the point in time where I should realize, and they're rotating over. If Speedy could just find more than a few body shots, that would be perfect. Nearly does it. The bomb has rotated away. So LDLC can grab number one.
Sadly for Sprout, I mean, even the Molotov was perfect from LDLC because Faven had to move out of quad, even finding the first kill, but then getting crushed by the jumping locks. And now we see a full eco on the side of Sprout. And already some AK single deals. What I find interesting is that LDLC is really going for free Mech-10. So they must know that Sprout will be able to buy M4s next. Explosive push, so maybe one smoke, one pop flash, and you do those drive-bys. Because they have... Okay, at least someone bought an AK. And now they have only 2 Mech-10s. We can see already 3 players, or 2 players, three moving towards the B side. And NATO going aggressive.